one of the key concepts of my operational strategy upon my assumption of office is to use the instrumentality of this mandate to stimulate the economy. There is no way the fight against corruption will succeed if the economy is destroyed. So we review quite a number of our processes to ensuring that we encourage investors like you, we encourage developers like you, by always telling you to do the right thing. Let's get it right. Real estate is one of those key areas we are looking up to for the rapid development of our economy. Of course, you are aware of the shortage in the housing in Nigeria, probably between 15 and 20 million. And if you have to catch up with that, or you have to take care of that lacuna, it is really important to encourage people like you. 3 things I'm going to leave you with this morning before I take my leave. Number 1, let us always play by the rules if you want our business to succeed. The trend I've noticed in Nigeria, the real estate development and business, is that a lot of people just go into it, don't know absolutely close to nothing about it. Everybody goes into real estate. The moment you are able to have access to small money, 100, 200 million, buy land, build house, and sell. Let us always understand that to every business, there is a rule, applicable rules. And it's extremely in the interest of the stakeholders that the rules should be followed. The difference between our country and other developed countries where things work is just our compliance with rules. That's what we are lacking here. And when you see some of the people who have succeeded in business in this part of the world, you discover that they follow the rules. May not be 100%, but they try as much as possible to do the right thing. First thing I'm going to encourage you to do, by virtue of the empirical evidence we have gathered and some of the things we have seen, statistics and our reports, we discover that the issue of money laundering is very rampant among estate developers, extremely rampant, and also the stakeholders in the industry. You have a property that is going for 350 million or 3.5 billion, as it were, an average duplex in Maitama or Asokoro. And you see a civil servant, the level of a deputy director in the ministry, department or agencies. Of course, you know he's the owner of the property. Maybe he uses his lawyer to buy the property. They approached you. Somebody is ready to pay 3.5 billion for the property. As a developer, the first thing that must come to your mind is you have to do the KYC. Even the law does not make it mandatory for you. I mean, it's not made it mandatory for you to do. In the interest of your business and for the survival of your business, do it. It doesn't cost you anything. At the price of a button on the public social media, public space, you can get basic information about virtually almost everybody in Nigeria. And that's the truth. That is very lacking in the business. The need for you to do KYC. And the problem, you don't do it. Why you don't do it is because you feel you will scare your potential customers or prospective customers. Don't forget the legal principle of accessory before and after the fact. So if somebody steals money and use it to buy property from you, and we trace that money to you, we will recover it from you. Yes. Yes. We will recover it. Because you can't sit on process of crime. The moment we establish it and we prove it to you that this money was stolen, we will follow it, trace the money, recover it. So you go after the person who has bought property from you to take your property back. But that money will take back from you. So please note that in the interest of your business. I took this up when in the last NBA conference, the need for lawyers to do the KYC. I'm a lawyer myself. We drag it back and forth, and eventually we agreed that there's need for us to do it. So we are back to the table. And incidentally, just yesterday, the delegate from FATF came to Nigeria. Those who attended to them are also in this room. And very soon, hopefully, we'll be getting off the grey list. And these are the things that we need to prove. We are not, I told them, we are not just going to do it because we want to satisfy the FATF conditions or terms. We are doing it in the interest of our own system. See, there is no way your business will survive if you don't do these basic things. Somebody just told us now, the price of a bottle, you know who owns what? Where things work, in the clients, where things work. So why is our own different? Why? Now the beneficial ownership principle that have been put in place, I wouldn't know, the Corporate Affairs Commission, are they here? Did you invite them? So the operationalization of beneficial ownership register, please, we need to work on it. And that's what we are talking about. Now, even if you are using a trustee or an agent to manage your real estate business, what we are saying, ultimately, who is the owner of that property? So it has to be there. Now the whole thing is so vague, it's so opaque in Nigeria. But with the operationalization of that, we'll be able to determine who owns what. And the KYC will be easy for us to do. Secondly, the racket that has been going on at FCDA, I want to really commend the effort that has been put in place in recent time in FCDA. Now they have improved on their processes and all of that. And we want you to do more of that, sir. Please do more of that. I can attest to the fact that there's a serious improvement. And there's still also a long way to go. You are aware that we are in court with quite a number of staff of AGs and FCDA. We are supposed to prosecute quite a number of them who are complicit. Some of this, as a matter of fact, we have an office, a section domicile in the FCDA, our land and property fraud section is domiciled there. And we have had to arrest quite a number of their staff to prosecute them. We are in court with them because they do racket, they syndicate with some of these people who are fraudsters in the industry. So we also want to encourage AGs to do more, FCDA to do more. We want to see more transparency in your processes. We have had reasons where we have 3 RFOs on one property, and both is entirely emanated from their record. And so we'll be wondering who owns what. Do we have to get to this level And so it's a major challenge for us. But because of the improvement we have seen, they are not there yet. Then we need to also work with them, even as developers work with them. If there are things you see that notice that can destroy the industry in the area of documentation and all of that, please let them know. So that all of us will synergize, we'll work together to move this sector forward. The third thing I want to share with you, go and tidy up your books. Pay your tax when you're supposed to do. You must be interested in property tax, capital tax, capital gains tax, and all of that. Advise your clients, because it's not, some of us are here, we're also consultants, lawyers. To that effect, it's extremely important. I saw here that when we said Ola Olukoyede had done business advisory and whatever to the tune of about 340 billion in the last 1 year or whatever. I hope you pay the right tax on this particular. Before we start knocking on your doors. I was really impressed when I saw the volume of the business Pelumi has done. It's extremely important. I'll set up the team. We'll start visiting all the estates across, not only Abuja, across Nigeria. We want to know who owns what. It will shock you that some of these estates have been abandoned for 20 years, 10 years. They just take it to the level and they abandon it. Nobody knows what's going on. And you know, what we have been able to gather is that most of these estates were funded by civil servants who have stolen money. So the moment they leave public service, the money is no longer coming. So they abandon the estate. So the developer is not looking for investors, to support them to complete the project. That's one of the things we have discovered in some of these abandoned estates. And we have taken the pain to move against some of those estates. In the recent time, we have had cause to file for forfeiture for about 15 of them. We have got interim. And I'm very sure some of you sitting in this room, probably some of those estates belong to you. So very soon we're expecting us to meet you in court. Because there's no way we'll develop the sector if we should continue with that attitude. Get something to a level. I know some of you have your genuine source of capital. But again, we look at it too. The system has to help you. The system has to encourage you. I've taken it up with the bankers. There is no one who will go to the commercial bank in Nigeria and borrow money and invest in real estate and you make profit. It takes time. Sometimes you are on a project for 5 years and you have gone to a bank to take a loan at the rate of 18%, 20%, if not 25, if not 30. Elvis, you are here. You are one of the people who borrow and give you the loan but 40%. So how do you survive? How do you survive? I think that's why some people go to the market their properties even on paper before they even get the land. Yes, sir. So you structure it, but at the same time, there's always a problem along the line if you're not careful. So I know you have a challenge in the area of sourcing capital and all of that, but at the same time, don't bite more than you can chew.
I don't know.
Start with what you can handle. Don't let anybody hide under you and do money laundering. We're going to expose you, we're going to fish you out and bust the racket. Because we have gone to a stage in Nigeria where all of us, we have to synergize, we have to collaborate. The government will play its part, private sector will play their own part, and for this country to move forward. It is my desire that by the time you're having another round of disengagement, we'll have better news to share. And I want to see you succeed. But please, do the right thing. You have access to EFCC. Anytime you're having challenges, come to us, our doors are open. We'll be able to work with you, align with you. Some of you don't like coming because you must have flouted the law one way or the other. Maybe rest assured, we are not just looking for your business to go under. Our job is to make you succeed. Trust me, that's our work. That's my work. As an anti-corruption czar, that's my work. Because when you succeed, it makes my job easier. You employ more people, isn't it? More Nigerians get a job, they can sustain themselves, and the propensity for them to commit financial crime will be reduced. So invariably, we are working together. So on this note, I want to congratulate Law Corridor and all the stakeholders here. I want to give you my assurance and my allegiance that we are ready to work with you. Those of you who are doing genuine business, and those who set up their business to scam people, we are ready to bring you down without any apology. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful celebration. God bless you.
You see what the EFCC just said. It's very important we take note of some certain things which he mentioned. Let me just pick some part of it. Number one, he make reference to is knowledge that most developers and even investors, they decide to venture into real estate without even knowing anything about real estate. They just believe the best way to put money is in real estate. Just see property, go ahead and buy it. And sometimes that investment might be a very wrong investment to make. So knowledge is needed when it comes to real estate. You cannot run away from it. That is just the sincere truth. You need the right knowledge in order for you to do well in real estate, whether as an investor or as a developer. A lot of developer, most of the property that you see that they develop, that they destroy, most of the time is because of the developer don't even have much knowledge. You just go ahead and buy property, and some of them will just go ahead and even build the wrong property in the wrong place, or build the right property in the wrong place, or build property where they shouldn't build. And that has led to a lot of demolition and the rest. That is why you need the right knowledge, you need the right people. For you to buy property, I would strongly recommend you need 3 set of people. First, you need a realtor who will guide you, and a realtor that have you in mind. When you get a realtor that you trust very well, the realtor can direct you properly. And you need a surveyor, you need a lawyer. When you want to buy a property, make sure that these 3 set of people should come in, and a realtor will guide you properly. For you to don't believe any developer or any realtor without you doing your due diligence. And those due diligence, you need a lawyer and a surveyor. It's very, very important. It will save you a lot of money. If you don't have that knowledge, get experts who can actually help you out to make that your dream of owning real estate, whether being an investor or a developer, come to pass. Another thing you make reference to is money laundering. This is just the sincere truth. During that COVID period, some set of people called one of my guy then and said, we have X amount of money, cash. If you want us to invest in your business, we can give you the money cash. Just go ahead and do some development, and you just give us a percentage. Help us claim the money. They call it claim the money. This guy was very fearful, and he told the wife, and the wife said, don't proceed. But these people who have this money, they told him, you have to meet us in a particular hotel. What you need to do, we'll collect your passport and the passport of all your family. So we are watching you. You cannot come with phone when you are with us. They gave him some terms and conditions. When you look at it critically, he just decided that he doesn't want to proceed, and that was a very smart decision. And now he's safe, even though he's not making that big money, which he should have made with that, but at least he has peace of mind now, which is very important. Money laundering in real estate, it's happened. It's happened. A lot of people use real estate to claim their money. They have cash, so they'll find where to put the money, and it's happened. So be aware. And one thing which he recommends that each developer should try to do KYC, that is know your customer, so that you don't end up collecting wrong money to your business. And when they trade it to your business, you will enter one chance, because it will look like if you collaborate with them. But if you know your customer, you surely avoid that. This same thing he mentioned, I remember when I was running my web hosting business, I actually fall into this trap. A client used fraud money to buy an hosting service from me, and without me knowing. And because I was not doing proper KYC and BO, before I know what happened, they blocked my account. Then I went to the bank. I noticed that my account was blocked. Then I went to my branch. They told me to come to Ikoyi, which is the headquarters of that bank which I was using. I got there. Before I know what happened, as I went upstairs to wait, before I know what happened, police came in. They came in. They said, okay, you are the fraudster. Before I know, they bundled me and took me to fraud unit in Ikoyi. Thank God that I was able to explain myself and said, this is the business I'm running, this is the alert, these are all the alerts. But before all this, I ended up spending money before my account was released. And this is because of I did not do due diligence in my hosting business, not in real estate. What this story I'm telling you now is about this should be about 18 years ago, when I was running my web hosting business. So when I entered into real estate, that I know that there's a lot of money here, I try every possible means I can to make sure that I do my due diligence. I keep all the record of all my clients. I get all the information, so that if anything happens, I know where I know how to go about it. Any money that comes in, I make sure that I've got a lot of people who will tell me, I want to pay through crypto, I want to pay through this. I tell them, sorry, we can only accept money through direct bank account, not cash. I know personally I've lost a lot of opportunity, but it's better for me to have peace of mind, because I know that money, if I collect it, I will make the instant money now, but later I will fall into the wrong hand, and I don't want to eat money now that I will end up missing. So just let me just share this with you. And also note, if you have limited knowledge in real estate, there's a course which I did. This my course is in www.landpropertyng/free. Go there and get this course, and you'll be glad that you do. My name is Dennis Song. I appreciate you. Please kindly share this video to your friends so that you don't fall victim, and so you have the right knowledge and you know what is happening. This particular video happened just last month. Just let me just share it with you. Thank you. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please kindly subscribe to this channel now. Do that now. A lot of people that watch this channel don't subscribe, and please, it's free to subscribe. Kindly subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. My name is Dennis Song.